And really excited to have Paul to have Algo 382 with us again this week for our weekly Elliott Wave show. Let me get this tweeted out so everybody can join in here. 1 second. Here we go. And let's see here, here, and there. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in this evening. We've got
Cool.
Paul joining us here from Colorado. Algo 382. Paul, are you out there?
Hey, yeah, how's it going, John? How's it going, people? Ready
Good.
for another crazy week?
Yeah, really excited about it. So this is gonna be a fun one. Glad that everything's coming through okay here. So looking forward to tonight's show. So tonight, guys, we're gonna be I'm gonna be, of course, running through, checking out the market and all that. But really excited. Paul's going to be sharing a couple Elliott Wave counts that he's got on the market that are looking very, very interesting. I think you guys are going to like it. So before we get started, though, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. So, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over just the candlesticks and take a look at the market and see how things are looking here. And then we're going to take a look at the futures and see what we're up to or down to here this evening going into tomorrow and what might be setting up going into tomorrow. Probably along the way here, I'm going to show one of our Elliott Wave counts. And we'll talk about that. And then Paul's going to share a couple Elliott Wave counts he's got out there, which are maybe a little bit scary for some folks, right? So let's. I'm looking forward to seeing that too. So let's get started. All right, so SPX guys, we finished down 3 points on Friday. No big deal, right? At least for now, right? So far so good. The big concern though, right, is that we are working on a red month right now for May. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time left in May, and that's okay. But we talked about, right, is when is the top in? Is one of the big things that we talked about is that usually right before a big pullback we're going to have a red month, right, and then we're going to see follow through off of that, right? So we've had a couple red months here and here, but no follow through, right? Here was a red month, and we had the Corona crash. Red month, no follow through, right? So red month, a little bit of follow through, right? That type of thing. So usually it's a start. Things start with a red month. So we'll see. We got time left to see how this month closes. So it could be interesting. Weekly chart, guys. We got an inside week. Okay, our McClellan oscillator is still looking okay right here. We're coming off of the upper Bollinger Band. If we do take the inside week down, I wouldn't be surprised here if we tag the mid Bollinger Band, and then we'll see where we go from there. Keep in mind, guys, we've got a full week this week, but next week, Memorial Day on Monday. So the market is closed on Monday next week. So this week we're good. We got a full week this week, but next week not there. So what do we? So what does that mean for this week? Well, it means we don't have a day off on Friday, but it also means that a lot of traders like to go on vacation, right, Thursday, Friday. So don't be surprised if we actually see some action going on this week. Don't forget, guys, it was OPEX day, it was option expiration day on Friday, which means that we might get a little bit of a move here over the first 2 days of this week, and then things might get choppy, right? And then we'll see whether or not anybody actually wants to hold over the weekend or not. So that could be pretty interesting. If things really start to push and we start to turn pretty hard, right? We've got an open gap right here, and of course we got this open gap right here. And congratulations to the bulls who guessed that this gap would fill first. Now the only issue is that it filled and left us with an upper shadow, right? So that's kind of one of the big things that we're kind of contending with right here. So Elliott wave counts. Paul's going to go over his wave counts in the market. This may be one of the ones that he's looking at. It is possible. We're still leaning bullish, right? I mean, we're still above the 80 MA. We're still above our upward trend line, right? So generally, we're bullish till proven otherwise. There are a couple wave counts out there. One possibility is this was an ABC down. Right, this is a wave 1, ABC wave 2, never did a 100% retrace, and we could be working in a larger wave 3. Now, we could pull back. We could see a 618 pullback, which is still pretty bearish, at least short term, and then we could really kind of springboard up, or this might just be just kind of a pause, and then we continue this wave, and then we'll go from there. So that is a possibility, one of the ones that we're looking at. We've also got the futures. So let's say the futures and see what they're up to or down to here this evening. So futures are up 3 points right now. They're down a little bit earlier, but they seem to have recovered here a bit so far. One of the things that's possible, right, is there was a flag half of the day yesterday. It could have been a bear flag, and we might just be coming back and retesting this flag bottom right now before we start to move down. So let's keep an eye on it and see how it goes. It also looks kind of rising wedge-ish into it, right? So we've got kind of a rising wedge-ish type pattern right here. And also, who knows? Let's see how it goes. Could be a leading diagonal, right? So we'll see how that happens too. But in the meantime, keep an eye on these geometric lines and see how they hold through the evening. So good stuff, guys. So what is all the caution about here? There's a that you saw one of my Elliott Wave counts out there on the market, but there's possible Paul's got a couple other Elliott Wave counts out there that's got investors a little bit concerned that something else may be happening out there, right? So guys, it's with my great pleasure here that I present to you Paul Algo382. You guys know on Twitter. He's also in our Elliott Wave group in Discord. In the he runs the Elliott Wave channel in there. Is available to members to look at charts and answer chart requests. Also comes up with educational ideas throughout the day, and is just a great asset to the group. He also provides two fresh Elliott Wave counts each market morning in the Bubble Report. So for Bubble Report members who get that, they enjoy that, and kind of gives them a little more prep on the day. And we of course we do our video along with that each morning. So guys, Paul's with us here again. If you want to check him out in Discord and in Twitter, we've got all the links in the description right there. But without further ado, I've got Paul here who's got a couple Elliott Wave counts in here that I think investors might find a little bit interesting. So what you got, Paul, on SPY?
Hey, thanks, John. Yeah, I've been watching SPY the last couple of days. Let me look at the bigger picture first here. We did have this wave 3 and this really kind of awkward wave 4 where it kind of goes down, then up, and then down. It's an expanded flat, but there's a couple ways to count it. And then I have this going up in a wave 5. Close on the closer version, here's the same wave, wave 4. We had a wave 1 up, and we had a wave 2 down, ABC. And then we had this wave 1 up, and then we started to go down. This is what happened. I was expecting this to go down for a wave 2 here. Came down a little bit there, a little bit more, a little bit more. And we ended up getting 5 waves down for a wave A. I'm thinking wave B up, then a wave C down should give us this wave 2. And we ended up getting a wave A, completed wave A, and then we finished our wave B, and I was thinking we'd make it all the way up to the 618.
Oh wow, how far back is this? What are the dates on these?
This is Friday. This is all Friday.
Oh wow, and the 5 minute chart right here. Wow, incredible stuff. Look at this.
Yeah. And it kind of worked out like I thought, but I thought we were going to hit the 618, but we came up a little bit short, and then we started to go down. So I think we're going to get a wave C, a wave 2 down tomorrow into this area around here, around the 50, or maybe as deep as the 618.
Okay.
And then keep going up. So I'm not bearish yet. I'm not really bearish unless we break this 618.
Awesome, cool. Well, this is actually looking a lot like the chart I was drawing, but I like your how you drilled into the 5 minute chart here to get those Elliott Wave counts. And I think that's one of the big things with Elliott Wave, guys. Anybody who's new to it is that that it's fractal, which means that that waves on a larger time frame break down into waves on the shorter time frames too. And so it's really great how Paul got into the 5 minute chart right here, and you can see this this wave A down right. He counted the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and then we got this A, B, C formation right here, and then you can really just see how these waves materialize. And when you see them materialize, and like you saw how he started out with that macro picture of the market, and then you see these waves materialize throughout the day. It really can help your trading. That's one of the great parts about having Paul in the group too, is being able to confirm your sentiment, or at least challenge the sentiment, so you can maybe get a different perspective on what the market is doing. Really great stuff there.
Yeah. Thanks, John. Ironically, I was looking to get short if we made it to the 618, but we didn't make it. We were coming up to it, and I was getting ready to short, but we started coming down. I was just like, oh well, I'll just wait till Monday and play the open. But so that's what I got for SPY. And if you go back to the bigger picture, there are some more bearish counts where this is just an ABC, and we're going to start a gigantic wave 3 down. Like this is a wave 1 down, this is a wave 2 up, and then we get a monster wave 3 down. That's the ultimate bear count. It is out there. I've seen a lot of it on Twitter, and it's definitely possible. This could easily be ABC for a wave 2, and then a huge wave 3 down. That's the bear count.
Oh wow, yeah, that's the big one that everybody's concerned about. Like we said earlier, that either of these counts are actually, even the bullish count is actually kind of bearish right now, right? So even if we're bullish, right, we have to be really careful in this area. This is why we don't necessarily like to trade wave 2s, right? So
Right.
it's now you have an alt count with a potential wave 3. So the only way we're going to know if we get a wave 3 going in tomorrow is what? Like we're going to get like a big gap down,
Yeah.
or we just see just some massive selling and take out that 618, and then we
Yeah.
can look for a
Yeah.
retrace off of that and potentially look to try to ride that wave three a little bit more to the downside.
Yeah, exactly. Breaking this 618 here is bearish. If we break this previous low, that's also really bearish. But
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping for a bounce here. I'm hoping that we come down a little bit in this C wave and then get a bounce up and we keep going up. But if not, I'm ready to short if we get a wave three down. So that's what I'm thinking for SPY.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What about the what are your thoughts on the chance that we may actually just kind of be working on a larger triangle right here?
There is a triangle count where this is an A, B, and then we go C,
C,
D,
D,
E, and
E,
then up.
and then
Because
up.
this breaks into three. This could be A, B, C, and it is a three, and then this could be another A, B, C. So we could be A, B, C, D, E. We could be in a triangle
Do
for
you guys see
sure.
that? I'm gonna pull up on my chart here, Paul. Just gotta let everybody
Yeah,
see it here. So if you go here to the if you go to SPY, so it's kind of interesting, right? This is a really tough spot in the market right now. We've been spot on with a lot of our wave counts coming all the way up here, and now it's just tough. And we've talked about this before, guys. Elliott Wave is not 100% predictive, right? If there's multiple wave counts, right? All we can do is prepare to see which wave count takes that dominates when the other ones are invalidated, and then we can assume that wave is in play, and then we can look to get some better moves, right? So I mean, we've got a bullish count on here. Like we said, we've got a bullet like this. This could be pulling back here to the to its 618 retrace, and that could be the end of a subwave 2 pullback, right? It's kind of like this 1-2-1-2 type move, and then we get going, right? And like Paul said too, there's a thought of this here that this is A, B, C, right? So and then we could work on this massive wave 3 down, like Paul was saying, and then he's also saying here that it's possible that we could be triangulating, right? So we got this A, right? Sort of what it was, which one was it? This A, B, C, or A, B, C, here.
A and B so far.
Yeah, this is A, this is B, you're saying here?
Yep,
Yeah, so
yep,
A, B, C, D, E, and then go, right? So this is,
yep.
I mean, there's the chop case too, right? So guys, this is not an easy market right now at all, and we're at all-time highs, which makes it tough. The volatility of the VIX has been going up. We talked about that last week. The VIX had a surprise move last week, right? So we had a surprise move last week where we just spiked, right? I mean, this is early in the week. We just had this huge spike, right, all the way through midweek too, right? And a big move, right? That was rare, right? Because we've been under this level for quite a long time. We've been under the 20 level for a few weeks, and we were kind of starting to get a little bit comfortable out there. And the VIX was like, nope, coming back up. And then it came back up again. We actually got short here into Wednesday. Had some short ideas into Wednesday because we were like, wait a second, this thing might be gearing up for another move, right? This is almost a harmonic retrace right here, right? We kind of this 382 ish, right, 886618 type formation right here, and you had this nice harmonic move, right? And so and it's interesting, the VIX does like to do these type of harmonic moves right here, but then it kind of came back down again, but it got a little bit perky into the close too. So we have to be really, really cautious in this market right now until we can get some clarity on which wave count is going to be the dominant wave. So anyway, really good stuff right there. Awesome stuff, Paul. I love it. So what else have you got going on?
Well, we could take a look at Bitcoin. Everyone's curious about.
Bitcoin, guys, what's going on with Bitcoin? So big news this week, right? So Yellen's came out. Well, first of all, China banning cryptocurrency, right? That was a big deal. India with more talks about that, and then the U.S. Stepping in with Janet Yellen talking about taxing transfers on Bitcoin over ten
Right.
thousand bucks. So the more
Yep.
regulation, the more kind of scary, right? Things get. So what are we seeing here on Bitcoin?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's look at Bitcoin. I'll show you my count. I'm still trying to be optimistic here because I like the way we had this 3-4. The three was exactly the 3.618. Then we had this beautiful ending diagonal to finish everything off. So where are we at now? There's a couple ways to look at it. One is this ABC completed the wave four, and we're going up in wave five. That's the bull count.
Nice.
There's also the triangle count, real similar to SPY, where this could just be an A, B, C, D, E, and SPY's doing the same thing. So this could be a sideways move triangle, which isn't so bad. It's a good chance to get long and get a bigger position. The third count, which I don't have, I could put it in here real quick, is this wave is an A, and then we get a B, and then we get a deeper C down real low. That would be the bearish count.
Interesting.
So there's quite a few counts that could happen here. But what I do is I like to just keep an eye on the 618, and until we break the 618, I'm not that worried.
Still
So
bullish. Nice.
if we lose the 618, then a lot of things can happen for sure.
Cool. Nice. Well, while you're
Yeah.
talking about a little bit of crypto, we may as well look at Ethereum and Dogecoin.
Yeah, Ethereum is pretty tricky. Let's see here. Let me get this to a smaller time frame. Ethereum, just like Bitcoin, has a lot of different counts of what it could be. We could have gone down in an A, and then this is a B up, and then we're coming down in a C down in this area. But ironically, we bounced exactly at the 618. So for the bulls, there is a case that this big move down stopped at the 618, and we're starting a wave up. This does look kind of like a wave one. So, the bulls maybe will bounce out of here in the wave three. We'll just have to wait and see on Ethereum.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing how we get these Fibonacci bounces, even though, like, it's not on the stock market? Just the price action itself, just how it adheres a lot of times to these fib levels. You gotta love it.
Yeah, sometimes if the Elliott Wave Count isn't crystal clear, I like to look at the fibs and just see where price is in relation to, say the 618.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on with Dogecoin. So I had
Doge
this
doing?
1, 2.
Could this still go to the moon, or is it done?
It's not done yet. We're still above the previous low right here, and it does look like we're starting to get a bounce here. I have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, but if we break this previous low or this previous low, then we're going down for sure.
Gotcha.
But until we break this low, I think there's a good chance we're going to bounce. This isn't the golden zone. It's the 786, 887 zone that we're getting a possible move out of. So we'll just have to see.
Gotcha. Nice. Cool. Well, good stuff. If that's unless you had anything else you wanted to cover before we go to chart requests, I'd like to just kind of point out a couple ones that are on the radar that we're looking at going into this week.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay, cool. So guys, this is a couple names that I'm looking at going into this week. Pretty interesting stuff, right? So Facebook. Okay, so this is looking kind of interesting right here. So we had a bearish harmonic, right? So this butterfly worked its way up just over this the 1.618 extension. And then what we found really interesting right here, right, is this last move down, right? So this looks like kind of like an ABC-ish type move, and then you kind of have this ABC type move right here to the 618, right? And so this could have been a like a 3-3, and we might be looking at a larger move down to try to come down to test the macro geometric trend line, right? So kind of looking at something like, let's just say here A, right, B, C type move right there on Facebook. So see how that goes right here. We didn't have a lot of volume on this rejection of the 618, so I'm not entirely confident in it, but I think it's one to look at. Another one I definitely think that needs to be on the radar right here. If you just look at straight geometric lines and volume and candles. I mean, look at this, guys, on Boeing. Now, this is a nice breakout right here through this geometric line with increased volume, right, and just popping above it right here. So I think Boeing will be an interesting one to look at. The only thing that kind of disturbs me about Boeing, one, is that it's Boeing, right, and then two is that this is a very small type move, right? So in the kind of the grand scheme of things, right? So if we kind of zoom out right here, just because it's breaking out of this little area doesn't mean that it's really kind of taking this whole move out here since before the 737 Max had its major issues, right? So if you kind of go back here and you go here, right? You got this geometric line right here, and we got kind of room to go on that, right? So it doesn't mean that this breakout is not valid, and it might not, and that it won't see follow through, right? But we just really kind of need to look at the price action this week and see if that turns into a pause day, and if we get a gap up tomorrow on Boeing with some strength, right? Boeing might be one to see if we can push and see if we at least can take out this 240 level. Okay, so that's one to keep an eye on there too. So again, not really Elliott Wave Count stuff, but it could be the start of a wave one up. And then this could have been like a wave 1, 2, and since we have the gap right here, we could be looking at a wave 3, right? So we want to see if that wave 3 takes out this level, maybe comes back and retests that higher right there, and then maybe the wave 5 takes us up to the macro geometric line. So I think there's a couple good ones to look at right there. So those are the ones that are on my radar. Paul, if you don't have any other ones that you wanted to go over here, let's if you got time, let's take a look at some chart requests and some questions.
That sounds good.
Okay, good stuff, guys. All right. Well, at this point now, if anybody's got questions or chart requests, feel free to plug those in the chat window. Like I said, we'll try to get through as many as we can out of interest and time for Paul here joining us. We might wrap up a little bit early, but we'll try to get through as many as we can. So, Shirley sent a few in via email. Shirley, I hope you're doing great out there. You've got Roblox and Unity Software. I think these are both very, very popular names to look at these days. And Roblox had a good day the other day, and Unity has been being acquired a lot by Kathy Wood recently too. So we definitely want to see what these counts are looking like here too.
Sounds good. Yeah, I got Roblox right here. I was
Cool.
just checking this out. We start out in ABC, then we have this 1, 2. You can see the wave 2 is a clear ABC. And let's see, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's looking to me, especially with this tweezer talk, that we probably just finished a wave 1 here. We'll probably get a little pullback before we start going up again. This kind of looks like a top to me, and
Nice.
it counts that way also.
Yeah, it's been really choppy, but it's been prone to some really big moves. Had a huge move there on Friday, so yeah, that looks interesting right there. Wouldn't be surprised if we just finished up a wave one. So it's a good find there.
Yeah.
And how
And
about all you Unity?
Unity, I remember this from a month ago. This looks like we finally finished this big down move. We had a WXY, and we finished wave 2, and then we started to go up into 1, 2, and this looks like a 5-wave push up for another wave 1. It's looking to me like we could have a little pullback and then boom, start going up in wave 3.
Nice on Unity. Definitely want to keep an eye on. Great stuff. Great charts, Shirley. Really appreciate it. Samar, what's going on? Good to see you. Well, we just looked at Boeing, so you saw that one. How about Tesla? How's Tesla looking, Paul?
Let's see. Tesla's been in between counts forever, it seems like. We
Yeah.
have, yeah, there's a real bearish ABC here that could be a wave 4 that could pull us down here to 400. But we have not broken this previous low. Prices stayed above the previous low, so we've just been kind of chopping sideways for a while here. So I'm thinking if the SPX goes up, so Tesla will too. But we do have this bearish ABC possible also.
I think one of the this is a great point, Samara and Paul, is that one of the big things with Tesla is their last earnings. We talked about it last week. Their last earnings, one of the big reasons they posted a profit last quarter was because of Bitcoin, right? So if any of the bearish wave counts on Bitcoin end up playing out right there, that actually might weigh a little bit on Tesla until they could say that it's off their books or something like that, right? So that's very, very interesting too to see how Bitcoin actually can play into the stock market here too.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
curious about if that Elon's still holding that Bitcoin or not.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And so good stuff there. But Samar, thanks so much. Bullish Bears Trades Facebook we just covered. But let's take a look at the Qs. What are you seeing on the Queens, Paul?
The Queens, here we go. Let's see. Let me put this on a 1 hour. I like this chart. It's similar to SPY where I think we finished a wave 2 and we have a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, then we have this big push for a wave 1 up, and this looks like we're going down in an ABC. C equals A at a 323.90. So I'm thinking a little bit of a pullback, and then we're going up in wave 3 again.
Okay, look at that. That kind of supports the bullish count on the rest of the markets there too, which is very interesting. So, 340 is a key level for this one to get above. That'll be important there too. So let's see if it can do it. Maybe, just maybe, Ollie Wally, maybe Nvidia can help it this week. Paul, Nvidia's got earnings this week. Do you have any insights on this name before we go into earnings?
It's pretty similar to Queens and SPY. We have a 1, 2, 3, and I think 3 was close to a 1.618, and I think we're doing an ABC down for a wave 4. Wave 3 looks complete. You can count the waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, and then we're probably going to get ABC down for a wave 4 and then back up again.
Nice.
Maybe fill this gap.
Sure. Yeah, let's see how that goes here going into this week, guys. Again, don't gamble into earnings, but let's see what they have in store for us. That could be an interesting one. And then how about Fubo's one I know a lot of folks like to look at. Do you have Fubo, Paul?
Yeah, Fubo. Let's see here. Fubo. Go out to a 2 hour. Where's Fubo? It looks like we have a wave 1, then we had a wave 2, and then we had another wave 1, and this looks kind of like a choppy sideways kind of ABC, another wave 2. So it could be a 1-2-1-2 setup. Looks like a lot of it looks like a lot of things are going to do a little bit of a down move before they start going up again.
Okay, cool. Looks
If I'm
good.
not mistaken, does it look like ES is going down right now, maybe?
We were up 3 points a little bit. I'm not sure. We kind of drew that rising wedge on it a little bit ago. Let me see. I don't have my other screen up right now. Let's take a look here. SP futures are. Oh wow, we're back to red again on the So we actually took out that wedge. I'm gonna pull it up right here, guys, just so you can see it. So see that wedge that we drew there? How we said that was going to be an important one to look at right there. Boom, just lost it right there. So got to be careful. It comes back, retest it, and then lose it here into the evening. So yeah, so like Paul was saying, we might see a little bit of a pullback on these names before things start going up again. So we'll see how that goes. So good stuff, Muku. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So you've got KL Kilo Lima on the radar there. Kirkland Gold.
KL, I don't have. I could bring it up on wave basis real quick.
Okay.
See here. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the red to green open. It's a great time to buy when things dip, which could happen tomorrow.
That might be interesting. Yeah. How about
Okay,
Kirkland
so here we got gold. It looks to me like we got your basic impulse up, probably 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks kind of toppy at the top. Let me see what kind of count we get on here. Yeah, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably lock smart grips, lock wave. So we're probably going to come down in a wave 2 in KL before we start going up again. It looks like we got some kind of a top going here.
Nice, interesting. Yeah, so that's one of the big questions on a lot of traders' minds is, if Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies start to go down, right? Because a lot of people have been parking some money in there, for some safety. But if it's getting weak, where are they going to park that money? Are they going to put it in bonds? Are they going to put it in gold, right? So, is it risk off altogether, off of all equities, or is gold and the precious metals going to see another move again? So that could be interesting too. But again, looks very similar to some of the other counts we've been looking at too, like a little bit of downside before more upside. But great stuff, Muku. Really appreciate it. John, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so we got a potential X pattern and a WXY on TXN. Paul, what do you think? Texas Instruments.
TXN. Let me see. I don't have that one, but I'll bring it up here. TXN. Yeah, that does look like a pretty drawn out sideways move there. Could definitely be a WXY.
Yeah, ABC. Yeah.
Yep. And then another, yeah. Let me see what we get for a count here. It also looks like we've retraced. Look at that. How about that? A 618 retrace to the tick almost.
Oh, wow.
That makes me feel like, yeah, this has a good chance of going up regardless of ABC or WXY, whatever. We still came down exactly to the 618, got this bullish green candle for a wave 1. This looks really bullish to me. This is a good find. I like it.
Nice, cool. You got a gem, John. That's awesome. Good stuff right there. But yeah, definitely want to see how the Qs behave with these tech names. And then how about Spotify, SPOT? Let's take a look at that one.
Let's see, I know I don't have that one.
No.
Here. Spotify. So we're on the 4-hour here. Let me see what it looks like on the daily. Looks to me like we've got a 5-wave move down, a 3-wave move up, and this would be a C-wave move down. So this is probably an A, B, C.
Kind of zigzag type move.
Yeah, I wonder let's see what the fibs. So I'm not seeing wave 1, but this could be wave 1, and actually this is giving us a pretty bearish count here. This could be a wave 2 up, and then we start going down again.
Okay, so a little bit of caution there on spot. Good stuff. Thanks, John. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the request there. So, Sebastian, what's happening? Thanks for making it. Well, these are 2 good ones, Paul. Square and Neo.
Okay, yeah, Square and Neo. Let's see what we got for Square. Go to the 4-hour here. I have Square doing an impulsive move down. This looks like it was an A, B, and this is a C wave down. Is it finished? It's hard to tell if it's finished or not for sure. This could be a 4-wave right here, and then we come down a little deeper for the final 5th wave, and then finish wave 4, and then get our wave 5 up.
Cool.
So I'd wait on this one until we get some bullish price action before we start, going long on this guy.
Okay.
And then
how about Neo?
Neo, let's see. I think Neo has a more bullish count than Tesla.
Interesting. Yeah, it's been getting tight. It's been getting beat up a lot recently. It's like, is this thing done yet?
Yeah, it's been going on forever. We got this big move down for a wave two, and I think we're starting an impulse up right here. I have us in a little 1-2 and then going up in 3. So I have a bullish count for Neo. So maybe, we'll see.
Nice, good stuff. Otas, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Let's grab a couple of these on here. Paul, have you done CCIV recently?
I think so. Let's see, CCIV.
And then we got to take a look at X. X marks the spot.
Okay, yeah, X. Okay, CCIV has just been pretty flat and sideways, but you can say, hey, this is a wave 1 up, maybe a wave 2 down, maybe we'll get a wave 3 up, but I mean, basically this looks kind of sideways to me.
Yeah,
for now.
really blah right now. Yeah, we'll have to wait for some volume to see if we can kind of break out of there and get going again.
Yeah, let's see. And then X has an interesting count here. We've had this 1-2, and then we had a 1-2-3-4-5 for another one. This wave 2 came down right to the 786. Not as reliable as the 618, but we got a bounce here, so this could be another one that's going to bounce in a wave 3.
Limiting 1-2. I tell you guys, this has been an interesting sector right here over the last year or so. The AMATs, the X's, the FCX's, kind of these these base metal type stocks have been really getting some action. They're kind of acting like a little fangish. So let's see if we can get a push out of it. That'd be really, really interesting. Good stuff. Thanks, Otas. Really appreciate it. Reed, what's happening? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing great. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I saw you message that earlier, so we covered those at the open. So Bitcoin and Ethereum both looking pretty interesting right there. And Robert, yeah, you've got AMAT on there too. So how about AMAT along with X there, Paul? Let's take a look at that.
Okay. Let's see. AMAT. 1 day. This looks like it's coming out of a corrective ABC here, and this is probably a wave 1 going up. This is probably, let me just get a count on here. 2, 3. Yeah, this is saying this should be wave 4 down here, and these green candles look like we're possibly starting a wave 5 up here.
Nice on AMAT. And David, what's going on? Thanks for making it and for tuning in. How about GLD?
GLD.
So we looked at the Kirkland, right? That was looking interesting on the KL, but let's see what GLD is. Like I said, is big money going to go into these names again finally here to maybe it's like a safe haven? We'll see.
I do have GLD in a wave 3 up, which kind of interesting. We stopped right at the 2.618, so I think we could probably get a wave 4 before we get a wave 5 up here because we stopped exactly at the 2.618.
Okay, nice. Great stuff. Awesome. And Louise, what's going on? I can see you got a couple out there. Let's pull up 2 of these. Let's go. Paul, have you done Disney recently?
I think so. Let's see. Disney.
Take a look at Diz. Just had earnings not too long ago, so got a little bit of a move off of that.
Last time I saw this, I remember thinking it was bullish, but this does not look so bullish. Let's see.
It was trying, and then just couldn't get going.
If we pull our fibs here, it looks like this wave 2 came down right to the 786 and got a bounce. So this could be an ABC wave 2, and we could be starting wave 3 here with this bounce off the 786.
Nice. Awesome. And Louise, we also we covered PayPal a little bit earlier, so won't be able to get to all the charts tonight, but really appreciate the request. Awesome. And David, yep, we looked at XUS Steel, very good stuff right there. And then John, yes, Square with a very similar account to PayPal, exactly. And so the Nest. So let's we'll wrap up with these 2 ones right here. We've got WOW, WOW. I know we looked at that last time, Paul. If you still have a count, and then AMD, and we'll finish up with those. But great stuff. Let's take a look.
Let's see if I got.
We talked about it here. We might have done a wave basis on it just to kind of see. Futures back to green again, then that's nice. Yeah, red to green to red. It could be another choppy night. It's kind of making me think we might actually be in a triangle. Yeah, I'm sorry, WOW. Like, wow.
Yeah, WOW. No, it's not the right W. Hold on. WOW.
I think you went to the Toronto Stock Exchange on that one.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
I think the Nest is the only one that trades this one, so but it's worth taking a look at just to see. It looks pretty strong. It had a nice little strong move here recently on the daily.
It's like an ABC and an impulse up, probably a wave 5 up is what we're in here. 1, 2. This could be instead of AB, this could be 1, 2. A lot of these wave basis counts aren't right. I have to change them around.
Yeah.
This is probably a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and then we have a 1, 2, 1, 2. So this looks pretty bullish.
There you go, looking bullish. Yeah, I like the green candles that we've seen recently there too. And then AMD, let's take a look.
AMD, I got. Let's see here. AMD. Okay, so AMD, we had this wave 1 up, and then we were coming down in a wave 2. But this whole move does look kind of sideways, but it looks like we're getting some price action above the 8 EMA. We're still below the cloud, so this doesn't look really bullish to me, or really, it just looks sideways right now.
Yeah, AMD is notorious for doing that, and then it gives you a big breakout candle and then gets going. So I'd wait for that breakout candle.
Yeah, I have the two all actually coming down here all the way down to 64 for the A equals C. So this could just be an A, B, C, so we're going down here.
Okay, cool. Paul, do you mind? I've got a couple folks just tuned in here right at the end. Cool one, what's going on? Good to see you. He's got a couple there. DNMR. This might be a wave basis one here. I think we might have looked at it last time too. But DN Delta November Mike Romeo.
Let's see here. Let's see
Kinda
what we
little-
got. Ooh, I like it.
Oh, nice.
I would have a feeling that this is probably a 1, 2. Let me just see what
It's starting
kind
to
of
curl
count.
up. It's looking pretty interesting right there.
Let's see what the fibs are. I'm always really curious where this 2 ends, and this 2, actually, it's a pretty deep 2. It's below the 786, but I like the ABC looks complete because you can see the 5 waves for A, ABC for B, and then you can see the 5 waves down for C. So this does look very bullish. I really like this count. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and so yeah, I'm bullish on this one. Good find.
Cool, awesome. You got a gem there too. I love it. And then Michelle, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're just kind of wrapping up here, but we went over Tesla a little bit earlier. But let's take a look at snow. I think that'd be an interesting one. I know a lot of folks asking about that one.
Snow. Okay. Let's see what snow's been doing. Oh yeah, the snows look like it has a move up here
Yeah, it's starting to move.
for some reason. So this looks like a wave 2 down to here, and then this looks like we started an impulsive move up. We're above the 80 EMA, and we are also above the 618. So it looks like snow could have started an uptrend for sure.
Nice, awesome. And James, that's awesome. Yeah, AMD, good to see you. Yeah, AMD we just covered, and then Nvidia we covered a little bit earlier too with earnings this week. So one more, guys. We got a question out there from Muku Paul. How do you get the volume bars on the side on TradingView? So guys, that's a volume profile study. I just don't, Paul, which study are you using there to put it there?
I'll show you. This is the most popular question of all time.
It really is.
On TradingView, you go to indicators right here. Indicators comes down, then volume profile is right here.
Is that built into the library right there?
Yes, it's under indicators and strategies.
Okay, it's just built in there to TradingView.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Done. Awesome. I love it. Good stuff. I wasn't asking, I was just saying the splits and the buybacks, and they know it's going. Oh, I got you. Yeah, and Nvidia with the buybacks and all that stuff, and the splits and everything. Yeah, Nvidia's split coming pretty soon. Could be very interesting. But good stuff, guys. I really appreciate it, and really happy everybody tuned in this evening. Glad to have Paul here. If you like how if you like how we look and talk about charts, guys, we're Paul's in charge of our Elliott Wave group here in Discord. We also go live at the open and the close, and we look for setups throughout the day in the Discord. If you're interested in jumping in our group, feel free to check out the links in the description. You can also just grab the bubble report. That's our morning report where we go over 2 fresh Elliott Wave counts. That kind of really helps you get prepped for the day too. So definitely be sure to check that out. But anyway, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in for the questions and the chart requests. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show where we looked at a couple different wave counts on the SPY. And Paul, thanks so much for being a part of it and for the great show tonight.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks. Yeah, good times.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, guys. Well, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see everybody a part of the Bubble Report in the Discord bright and early tomorrow morning. If you're new here, definitely click subscribe on YouTube because we do put a Good Morning Market Prep video out there, which goes over, kind of the state of the market in the morning and gives some ideas. So, again, guys, hope everybody has an awesome one. Thanks, David. Thanks, guys. I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you guys bright and early. Until then, stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game, and we'll talk to you.